Just glad it's over. Just glad it's over. Fucking hell. All right, boys and girls, it's the night before Christmas. It's been a hell of a journey over the last 8 months, getting from struggling around a 5k to where we are now, the day before marathon day. 17th of February, 5k, 9.5k, 7.5 kilometers, 6k, 6 kilometers, 6k. 1st of May, 5.5k, 6k. 1st of June, 10k, 6k, 10k, 6k. 6th of July, 6k, 12k, 8k. All right, nice gentle 8 miles. Let's get it then. 8 miles today at 9:45 pace. And welcome to the video. It is 5 o'clock now, so I'm just going on a little Lance stroll before getting dinner in. Had a good day of calories today, so normal breakfast and then into like a bacon sandwich and then salmon and rice, and we've got a big pasta and chicken dish for dinner, and then I'll finish off with like a protein shake and cereal before bed. So about 3,500-4,000 calories all in all. And I've done nothing all week, just sit on my ass, try and recover as much as I can, get rid of all the inflammation in my lower legs, and it's done a fantastic job. I would have liked to have had a little shakeout, but my legs feel super fresh now and I'm just so full of energy and ready to go tomorrow. So couldn't have asked for much better, to be fair. Looks like we might get some rain tomorrow as well, so might need to put the wet tires on, but we'll see. But yeah, nothing else to report really. Like I said in the last video, the hard work's done, so just got to keep ahead now, and yeah, hope tomorrow goes well. So yeah, I'll pick up in the morning. Good morning, it's 6:30 the morning of now, and going in as always 5 Weetabix with almond milk and some orange juice on the side. Then I'm gonna have 3 bananas at home. On the train on the way in, cinnamon raisin bagel, just raw, and a banana while we're waiting on the start line as well. Gonna get 500 ml of water in roughly before we head off, and yeah, probably another 500 before we start as well. Just on the way to the start now. Everything's gone very smoothly this morning, so just a matter of keeping the heart rate down and staying composed, and then we'll be warming up in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, if you go head towards the stage, and that's all over the back. All right.
All right, we are kitted up and ready to go. We're 25 minutes out now, so just keeping the heart rate down, trying not to get too excited. But yeah, feeling good. Here's the start, off we go. Just gonna find my feet and not have the camera out at the start. We're off. So I'm gonna try and pick up every 5k, to do a little check-in. So that's mile 3 done. I'd like to say that was a little bit easier than it actually was, but we've hit pace. We're at like 8:45, slightly quick. No niggles. Really enjoying the atmosphere. Just that sense of foreboding that it's going to get a whole lot harder. So yeah, time to just settle down and then knuckle into 9-minute miles now. I've bought myself a bit of time. So I'll catch up with you at 10k. We're just under 10k now. Support around here is mental. Well on pace and still enjoying it. $13k now, hour and 13 minutes in. Still bang on pace. Still feeling all right. Check in at 16. Adam! Go on, Adam! You go, mate. That's kilometre 16 done. Still feeling all right. I've had 3 gels so far and 3 waters, and I'll pick up at London Bridge, which will be at kilometre 22, 21. Yeah, I felt better, but we're still going.
Adam!
Just seen loads of people to give me a nice push before halfway. Thank you very much for coming out. Ollie, Jack, Alex, Charlie, Louis, Heidi and Will as well. Cheered me up that. So I'm 18.5k, which puts me like 2.5 out from London Bridge.
Faster, I reckon. Should be running faster. What are you doing?
You should.
You're making it look easy.
I'm trying. That's halfway now, almost, on Tower Bridge, and I'm gonna have to start working now. It's getting hard.
Let's go, Adam! Let's go!
Kilometre 26.5, and I'm in an absolute hole now. So just had to walk for about a minute, and the 4:15s caught us up. So I'm gonna sit on his shoulder for as long as I can.
Well done, brother. Come on, man. Keep fucking going, Adam. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Keep this pace up, man. Keep this fucking pace. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going, bro. Let's go. Adam, come on, let's go! Adam! Adam, fucking go, come on!
Final 5k. I'm in a hole. Let's get it. $300 yards. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Never doing that again. Let's get there. That was fucking difficult. That's easily the hardest thing I've ever done. Oh my god, it feels so good now. But that is by far the hardest thing I've ever done. We finished just under 4.5 hours. It was like 4:28 or something, which I'm happy about, to be honest. It's not what obviously the goal was, but to get round and finish first ever marathon, very happy. Just glad it's over. Just glad it's over. Fucking hell.
My point was like, oh, wait for, so much so wait for one of them. There's a woman shouting Oliver the whole time.
So firstly, I just want to close off by saying how incredible an opportunity it was to raise over £2,000 for Cardiomyopathy UK and have the opportunity to be a part of the millions of pounds raised on the day as well, under such amazing circumstances with such an incredible atmosphere for so many amazing, life-changing and life-saving organisations. Secondly, the atmosphere, as you saw, was absolutely mind-blowing. The way us Brits get behind each other when it really counts is quite incredible. And I must have had my name called out about 4 times per mile, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was over 200 times in total, which really does help. The only bad thing was I had no energy to do anything other than a heads down, thumbs up, thank you, towards the latter third of the race. So a little race debrief as well. As you saw pretty much how everything unfolded, I just wanted to give kind of the context behind the way the race went. So in the couple of weeks prior, I decided I wanted to go for a time around 4 hours, sub 4 hours, just because I thought it may be on the table and I didn't want to just settle for a 4:15. I thought I'd rather try for that sub 4 hours and then see where we end up than just settle for a 4:15 and potentially leave some energy on the table. And so as you saw, miles 1 to 15, we're absolutely cruising at that sub 4 hour pace. So I was pretty much bang on 9-minute miles, feeling nice and happy. And it was just as I was coming over Tower Bridge that I started to think, okay, I'm gonna have to start working now, but I've been in that position before. And when I say working, I just mean actually putting some more cognitive and graft effort in, not actually suffering at that point, just working for it. So then about miles 16 to miles 20, I decided to stop looking at the watch because I knew I was slipping away from that 9-minute mile pace. I knew it was getting away from me at that point, and I thought instead of trying to chase it, I'm just going to get my head down, get running as quickly as I can at a constant pace, and then sort of glancing at the pace after each mile to see how we got on. And so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, just gradually slipping away from me. My legs were slipping away from me. I couldn't turn them over as quickly as I'd hoped I'd be able to. And yeah, so just sheer pain in the legs. And then by the time we got to mile 21, I'd always thought the wall was a myth, and I thought whenever I get to it, I'm just going to keep running, because that's how arrogant you feel when you're fresh. You think you can just battle through anything, but it wasn't a conscious choice. So it's like if you imagine hanging onto a pull-up bar and you're trying to hang for as long as possible, you don't consciously decide to let go. It's just the ache and the physiological tiredness is what causes you to stop. So yeah, I was just slowly running slower and slower, and then my body was like, mate, we're gonna have to walk for a second. So that first walk was about a minute long, and then that helps you shake out the legs and get going again. So then ran for another 15-20 minutes, and then I had to sprinkle in about 3 more walks in total of about 3 or 4 minutes in duration. And I don't remember much from these miles, to be honest, other than just wishing for it to be over all the way from, yeah, the last 6 miles, just absolute pure agony, hope, wishing for it to be over. But obviously you're still getting cheered on, there's no way I'm stopping. So yeah, just continued all the way through to the end and hobbled over the line in 4:27 in the end, as you saw. And now I'm sitting here 4 days after. It's Thursday now, the time I'm filming this. Everything's back to normal, legs are no injuries, so I'm all good. But it took 2 or 3 good days for my appetite to come back, which was pretty interesting. So I ate barely anything for the like after the race day, and then the days after probably just like 2,500 calories a day, probably more like 2,000. So I was in a deficit still of about 1,500 calories a day, and I'm about 3 kilos down on the scale at the moment, literally just from this week. But yeah, as that pain starts to fade into a distant memory, it's got me romanticizing a little bit the idea of my future endurance events. So looking forward to them in the maybe not so near future. So thank you very much for watching, and I made a whole mini series of the marathon prep, which has 5 episodes in it. So if you click here at the end of the video now, you can go through them if you haven't seen them yet and you want to. Otherwise, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time for a very special video, as you will see.